Hello everybody, and thank you. Thank you for tuning in to yet another video by me, Malti, from Inner Bliss Healing. Now, first of all, before I go any further, I want to take this opportunity and say a very big, sincere, grateful thank you to all of you who have become my subscribers, who have subscribed to this channel, Inner Bliss Healing. Thank you. Thank you for watching the videos that you are drawn to, Jin Jin Jitsu, and there are a few that are not Jin Jin Jitsu videos. And I haven't begun to define myself. There are videos that I'm going to do that may not have anything to do with Jin Jin Jitsu. And today's video is one of them. How did you feel when you saw the title of today's video, Money? And what kind of thoughts and feelings come to you as you see the word? What are your beliefs about money? What are my beliefs about money? Well, I'll be honest and share with you my beliefs about money could do with more improvement. And we're not going to talk about economic situations. We're not going to talk about markets. We're not going to talk about Bitcoin because I'm not qualified to talk about them yet. A lot of research. But I'm going to talk about something energetic. And this is a perspective that's quite interesting. Please take from it what you wish and what you can. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that's all right, because this is part of discovery. It is a subject that is often very uncomfortable to discuss. It is a subject that's very sensitive, and it can make or break relationships. We know that. But here is a perspective on money that I'd like to share with you today. So thank you for listening, and here we go. What are your beliefs about money? Well, I don't want you to answer yet, because there are conscious beliefs that you and I have about money, and I'm in this as well, because I'm going to be a student as well. Your beliefs of money may be known and conscious, but your beliefs about money may also be unknown and subconscious. And so don't answer that question yet. Give it time for you to understand. A lot of our beliefs about money were shaped very early on in life from the people who we learned from, our parents, our caregivers, our family, those around us, what we learned in school, all sorts of sources. I'm going to echo some beliefs and thoughts about money, and what you can do is see if any of it resonates with you, and see if you hold any beliefs about money. Why are we talking about beliefs and money? Isn't belief a word that's restricted to religion? Well, that's why it's a very interesting video. Money conjures up ideas of, oh, I wish I had more of it. It conjures up jealousy, envy, all sorts of feelings. We may have the feelings and the beliefs that it is limited. Money doesn't grow on trees. May not have been your belief, but you may have been told it. We believe that it is something that's not within our control. We believe that we are not in control of it. We match it to jobs. We match it to an honest day's work. Now, although I'm a firm believer in an honest day's work, there's some debate with that, and it's not the time to go into it here. There is a relationship that we have with money. Let's take a look at some beliefs about money. They may or may not be yours and mine, but it's very interesting to articulate them. Okay? Here is one belief. You have to have it in order to be happy. And if you have more of it, then you're happier. Now, this is very interesting because I fully respect there are people whose lives depend on it and people whose lives do not. And it's a very, very unequal paradigm. For some people, it is bare survival. You need it to be happy, and it absolutely applies. And to some people, they have a philosophy of life where it doesn't matter to them how much they have. So what is it about? It's quite interesting. Other beliefs. You have to work extremely hard to get it. And only when you work extremely hard will you be rewarded with it. So in other words, money equates hard work. And again, I am not disproving hard work. I think it's a very, very important virtue. So is the fact that you put in accumulated hard work and patience and perseverance, and it pays off. I think it's a human value. And if you compare a everyday worker goes to a regular daily job and so-called billionaire who is working harder, can't compare. But really, I think that the worker is doing a lot more work and effort. Other beliefs. There is only so much to go around. So more of it is better, but not everybody gets it. Some people are destined to have less and some people are destined to have more. Because some people are better than others. And better in terms of, it's very debatable. Oh, it's all economics, it's all economics. The economics system defines it. And so you really have no say. What wage levels are, wage levels are. Then there are other beliefs like this. And I can't really, I won't be able to cover every single belief about money. But you get the idea. And it's really wonderful if you can actually identify in thought or even in writing what your specific beliefs are. It's a great revelation. And it's something that I should do as well, or I can do as well. Money is bad, and people who have a lot of it are really bad. I'd like to say let's eliminate the discrimination. Let's eliminate the discrimination. Money isn't bad. Money is like anger. It's neutral. It's neither good, it's neither bad. The love of money is the root of evil. The way money is used to exploit others, to be unkind, is evil. That's bad. And as for rich people, there are very good rich people, as there are horrible, evil rich people. And as for people who have no money, because I'm going to the opposite end of the spectrum, there are those with hearts of gold, and there are those who are terribly evil. Let's eliminate the discrimination. The only way to get it is to work and have a job. So if you're jobless and unemployed, you cannot access money. Although I read this in somebody else's article, although money and jobs have been dating for a long time, money and jobs are not really married to each other. Money is a god. That's the other belief. Is it? Is it really a god? Who put it up there? Who put it up there on the pedestal? Now, as you're starting to realize, the list of beliefs about money could fill a big crater lake, the Grand Canyon, a desert somewhere. So, in the interest of talking about money in a different way, not in the usual way, let's re-examine those beliefs and see what we can understand from them. Now, everything that I mentioned earlier, all those beliefs, they actually come from one root way of thinking, one root outline, and we can call it scarcity consciousness. I'm making this up, it's a coined word. I'm not the first one to have made it up, but it is scarcity consciousness. It is the inner belief that there isn't enough to go around. Scarcity consciousness is not just limited to money. When you have scarcity consciousness, or you embody scarcity consciousness, you also believe that there's not enough opportunity for others, but only for yourself. You fear that you may not have these opportunities, that there should be enough room for people, enough opportunity, enough food, enough happiness, enough joy, enough of everything and more. And when you believe that this doesn't exist, it is a form of scarcity consciousness. And you're not able to give it to others as well as give it to yourself. So we are talking about generosity, are we? We are, but it has to be two-way. If I keep giving and giving and giving, I'm a very generous person. I have forgotten also to give to myself. And I will still believe there isn't enough to go around, but I'm still giving. I'm going to reach a stage where I completely have nothing. And then I think it's because I gave away and got very generous is why I'm suffering. And then I blame it on, well, I shouldn't have been so generous. No, not at all. You give and give and give. But there is such a thing called abundance consciousness. And that is the belief and the peace of mind that there is enough for everything and everybody. You are not the one who is made it that way. That comes from source. Whatever your highest source is, the light, whether it's the divine, whether it is God, your source, and being in touch with that source. And that source is love, that source is light, that source is peace, and everything else that you cannot define. That source comes through, and what blocks it is anger. So the anger blocks out the abundance. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm digressing. So what we're actually saying is that what creates the money and materializes it in your life is not the job, it's not the opportunity, it's not this, it's not that. It's the belief that there is enough for everything. And you must truly, truly believe from the inside. And it's a belief that anyone who wants it can have it, and anyone who wants to learn how to change their way of thinking from scarcity and fear to abundance and no fear can develop it. The simple fact is you are human, you're a human being, and abundance was a birthright. Abundance is a birthright, and you could possibly experience it in a lifetime. When we see people who have more than us and they're terribly rich, wonderfully rich, what comes out of it if we have scarcity consciousness is jealousy and envy. And those fit into scarcity consciousness. When you attain abundance consciousness, there is no fear that you are not deserving. In fact, it's the opposite. You know deep down inside that you are deserving. And opportunities follow you because you attract them. You don't chase them, they come to you. You just welcome them. Now, I'm going to explain this and try to illustrate this with a very interesting subject. Now, I don't know if you can see this. This is my pouch. And in here, I've got coins, okay, which I collected over time. I not consciously, deliberately, I just accumulated them. And there's about $50 or $60 in coins. Is that a big amount? Well, in the country where I live, it is not a big amount. But if I took this to Sri Lanka, I took it to Malaysia, I took it to Thailand, it could go a lot further, maybe 3 times as far as back home. The difference is how I view this wonderful coin pouch. Do I actually say it's just a coin? Or do I actually say it's coins and this is abundance? And today I have $60 and I am so grateful. It's the vibe that you send out, as in I'm so happy that I have $60. I'm open to receiving more. I have enough, but I receive more. This is enough, it's more than enough, and the others are coming to me. You open yourself up to the fact that you welcome more. You open that door and you open that welcome mat for abundance to come in. And, we call it the universe, or we call it spirit, or we call it the quantum field, but that quantum field wants to come in. And if you're blocking it with your disbelief, with your beliefs about money, with your anger, with your regret, it has less of a chance of coming in. Now I'm going to show you a large $100 bill from my country. Now this is a big deal. You can go out for a very good meal with this with a friend, and we can have a good time with it. It's something that's really good. And I'm going to change my beliefs that when I take this in terms of its paper value, and I give it to somebody, either this way or this way, I change my thinking that it's going away and it's never coming back. I change my thinking that it's going away and it's never coming back. We have been taught that when we give, it's never coming back. But if you have abundance consciousness, you know that we are all one and we are all unlimited, and we have this at our disposal. We just need to access it and understand that it's there. As I give, I know that this is the exact exchange that's coming back to me, and I welcome that opportunity. So with deep gratitude, thank you for the $60. And I am so pleased and I'm so humbled that I have it, because there's potential to do so many things, and I'm not going to underestimate it. This is coming back to me. As I give for payment, it's not a matter of there goes money down the drain, but it's coming back. Because from an energy point of view, money is an exchange. Money is energy, and money is an exchange. The trick is, the universe, the spirit, whatever you call it, the quantum field, doesn't know the difference between $60 and $600,000. I could have $600,000 in coins here. And when I apply the same energy to say, thank you very much, and I'm very happy to be accessing this abundance that I have. And recognizing the abundance I have is to move away and push away all the fears and the beliefs that stand in the way of me experiencing what I need to fulfill my needs. It's in the Bible, and He shall supply all your needs. He is not just God, He is the source, He is the light. He is the very source of where we get our abundance. The universe doesn't know the difference between your celebrating $60 and $600,000. They just see your vibration, because the universe doesn't speak a language, it speaks frequency. And when you truly, realistically, and believably celebrate everything you get, each penny, each coin that you celebrate with great gratitude brings you more. You see, your current financial situation is a reflection between you and your world. It's a reflection of your relationship with yourself. It's your relationship with how deserving you feel you are, your beliefs, your expectations. I would welcome that, because I'd like it. And I recognize the other person also has it too. As I enjoy a really nice cup of coffee with cream, the other person has the right to enjoy it too. They might like to. And sometimes I give them a treat, because I recognize that they would enjoy it too. When you can identify these negative beliefs that are fueled by anger and fear and scarcity consciousness, you can remove some of them. Your financial situation will shift, because you'll be inviting different things into your life. Money. That word brings out some uncomfortable feelings in us. And it's okay. Money is fraught with fear and antiquated old paradigms. Money is also the means at the moment that we see a lot of deceit and dishonesty. And I don't have to go into the news that it's all about the money. You don't have to hold those beliefs, and you don't have to add to that consciousness. You take away yourself, you step out of the paradigm of fear mentality and deceit consciousness. And yes, we are talking about greed. You step away from greed, because, think about it, what is greed after all? It is a scarcity consciousness. The fact that I want it all for myself because no one else can have it. And that's greed. And you can see a lot of examples of it happening today. Don't be hard on yourself. Slowly, slowly, let your beliefs come to light. Examine them and say, I love money, because that makes you sound pretty materialistic. But I love myself enough to enjoy what was meant for me and every single person in the human race. And I think as soon as we can start to shift our beliefs about money, we will see a lot more abundance coming in for all beings on this planet. Money is a great way to learn lessons. I'm still learning mine. I hope you join me. And if you are ahead of me, I'll catch up. Thank you for watching. Till the next video. Blessings.